Your real estate website is the hub of all of your marketing. It's great that you diversify the channels from email, social media, print advertisements, everything else. But at the center of it all is your website, and that's what ties it together. I mean, this sucker should be developing 100 plus leads a day for you. If you really want to develop a real estate business, have the salespeople making calls, have leads to give out to your agents if you're a broker, or have an ISA in place, 100 leads a day is a great target number for your real estate website in terms of leads generated. Now, you're never going to get there unless you, number one, diversify the channels, number two, put in effect SEO for not only just the website, but the videos as well. And this is where email and the other channels really tie together, because between them all, you can dramatically raise the amount of traffic that you're getting to the website overall by using a unified strategy that each element or each channel is helping you build up the visibility of the other videos by driving traffic to them across different channels. Hi guys, I'm Stu Hill from CHEM.digital, and today I'm going to explain to you the 3 things that you must do in order to optimize your marketing for your real estate business. So imagine it like this. A video on YouTube that you post, if you're just starting off, you're going to get like a couple of views on it. It's really not going to be a lot. Google and YouTube are 2 real separate entities, in that Google is a search engine for finding answers to questions, which is something that they're really focusing on today, and YouTube is a video search engine. Now, YouTube's algorithm ranks the videos by their popularity. Google's search engine ranks pages by their popularity, and these 2 things do sort of go hand in hand. Now, take a YouTube video, for example. If you publish that video to YouTube and then you send out an email to 10,000 people saying, go watch my video, and 500 people go and watch the video, that's great in itself. You've got the 500 views on the video, and YouTube acted as the place for it to be hosted. However, those 500 users that you've sent over to YouTube have now given that video a number of views. YouTube knows how long these people went through the video. So if the best videos on YouTube are about 15 minutes in length. So if you went about, if most viewers went 5 to 10 minutes in length, then YouTube's going to think, okay, this is great. Or a great video, we're going to put it, we're going to push it up the algorithm for other people. So at the end of other videos that have been seen, when they show other related videos, or it just starts playing the next one, your video could be one of those. Now, it's important to drive as much traffic as possible to that video. So one would post the video to YouTube and then send that out in an email to your 5, 10, 20,000 contacts, and then post it on all of your social media channels, and then probably boost the posts there if you've got some campaign budget for that. And that's a way to boost that video to get more visibility of it. Now, Google search engine, the blog post, and this is something that I do. So I have the vlog about the blog, and I have the blog post itself. So what I do is this video that you're watching right now, this is going to go on YouTube, and then I'm going to embed this video in the content of the page. Now, YouTube has scanned the video, they know what my video is about, and they've got specific data that I'm providing them on what my video is about, such as the title, the description with keywords. Now I'm going to embed this video into the blog post on the website, and Google's going to scan that. Now they're going to see that there's a video relevant to the content that I'm talking about, and I can break this up into a couple of different sections, but it's all about creating this level of relevancy and then driving traffic. So I'm going to send out a certain number of emails saying view the blog post. I'm going to send out a certain number of emails saying view the videos. We're going to push both of them across social media in different ways. I'm going to promote them both equally. And that all together as a strategy is what really drives up the engagement. And then with every blog post, we'll put some sort of call to action in place. So number one is to have a clear strategy of all of the channels that we're marketing on, how all of those work together to create an effective campaign. If you just focus on one, it's not great because you don't get necessarily the support of the others. You're missing out on different audiences, although it is a little time consuming in that some content has to be created for specific audiences. Like you have younger people on Instagram than you do on Facebook, as example. Okay, that's item number one. Item number two is the ownership of your website. So we get calls from clients, and they have gone through. I had one lady this year, and she had about 3, 4, 5 different website providers over the course of a year. Now, a lot of people will change once a year, once every couple of years. All of this is really bad. Think about Zillow, Compass, Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, right? Those guys do not get a new website every year, every couple of years, every 10 years, ever. So difference. When you're when you have a business of that size, you're not replacing your website because it's your website. A lot of real estate agents will go to a template-based solution. Yes, they pop up fine. As far as some content comes with them and all that. But if you really want to build the website, and if you really want something that is a part of your business, and like I said at the beginning of this video, this sucker should be generating 100 leads a day for you, then you need to own your website. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If the website provider goes out of business, that's a problem for you. If you develop a massive site and all your content is on it, that's a problem for you. If your business grows or technology changes in real estate, your MLS board upgrades and something becomes not compatible anymore, that's a big problem for you. And as time goes on, unless you own it, and the simile is, it's like renting a house versus owning a house. If you own it, it's yours. You own the foundation, you own the mineral rights, you own the water rights underneath the property. You can make additions to it. You can change anything. You don't have to ask anybody. And you can put a tunnel, buy the house next door and put a tunnel to the two if you want. So you could think about your CRM system or email marketing system or other systems like that. You can do whatever you want with it if you own it. That means you can choose the CRM that's the best fit for the business. You can choose all these little bits that are the best fit for the business, either cost-wise, functionality-wise. You can add on other bits and make them talk to each other. You can have agents come in and they can have their own CRM system, and you're not forcing them to use yours. Let's say if you're a broker, some little niche advantage like this, to where if you have a platform system, number one, you don't have access down to the foundation. So you can't always do all of the things necessary to get the best rankings. You don't have open APIs to make systems talk to each other. In a lot of cases, these are closed loop systems. They're great for something to pop up. They serve an immediate need, but as a long-term goal, it's as efficient to develop your own website from scratch than it is to go through the motions of setting up one of the templates and having it just as an expense. Because if that goes away at some point later in your career, and hopefully you're busier later in your career and you've got more people, it is a much bigger problem. So if SEO and lead generation are on the list of things to do, things to improve on this year, then certainly the first step in that would be to own the platform. If you're investing in content, just like if you were investing in, you wouldn't put a pool into a rental property if there was nothing in it for you. And it's the same thing with a website. If you're going to invest in SEO, which is content building, page building, a lengthy process, then certainly you want to own the platform and own the product of all of your work. Number 3, stop switching providers. If you switch every couple of years, the links that you have, so not your domain name, but the / whatever after that, if it's a blog post, if it's the IDX search, all of these pages, if you change providers, chances are those links are going to change too, and it will blow out every search result that you've got on Google. And Google does come around and they will re-rank you, but it's a whole effort from the start. We actually, for our clients, when we do a move like this, we put redirects in place that tells Google, hey, this page has permanently moved to a new location, please update your records accordingly. That's the best way to communicate with Google, to let them know what's going on with the website. It is a conversation with Google, if you will, because they're scanning your site every day. The more content you're providing, the more updates you're providing, the sitemaps that are getting submitted that give the whole layout of where everything is and what's changed to Google. All of those things we incorporate as a standard effort. But if you move websites and kill those links, that's a problem. You're starting from scratch. And SEO is something that builds up over a significant period of time. I mean, if you consider that it takes 3 months for a page to sort of fully rank, I mean, we'll get results within a few days on most pages or videos or whatever it is that we're posting. But if you think that over 3 months, that's kind of like where the page is fully optimized, then ditching a provider after 2 years is not a terribly long period of time. I mean, the life of that content is so much more than what you've cut off so early. So switching providers is one of the worst things that you can do. And if you own your real estate website, you will never have to switch providers. You can have many different providers work on your website. The thing is hosted independently in an account with Google Cloud. I mean, granted, you don't own the actual metal box of the server anymore, because that's not how things are really served anymore. But for $10 a month, you've got this standalone website that you own, that you can choose who to work on it with. We have our very first client from like 2004, and we still work on their website, but that we don't have to. They work with us because they want to work with us, not because they're forced to work with us because we're tied in like that. So it's a good relationship for us to have. We can also, because you have the keys to the house, you can give those keys to any workman that is going to do any aspect of it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be us doing social. We have other people that work on SEO. We certainly interconnect with other CRM systems and other tools, whether it's MailChimp, Constant Contact, our iMac CRM product, LionDesk, Sync, like any of those guys. Like you can have your website talk to whoever you want, but this one asset of your business is the central piece of all of your marketing. And if you start changing providers, links that you've given to the insurance agent, and all of these backlinks that you might be working to accumulate, or different reference points, different URLs that you've put on postcards that somebody put on a fridge from a year ago, all of these things change, and they should never change, because you don't know how long that business card's sitting on somebody's desk. I mean, I've got the business card of somebody here that was actually from about 2.5 years ago that's just sitting on my desk. And somebody mentioned this gentleman in a phone call to me the other day. I said, you know what? His card's actually right here on my desk. So, changing domain names, changing URLs, bad thing. If you own the asset, you will never have to do that. And it's not as expensive as you think. You can set up a custom website that you own every aspect of, you have full control over, for about the same price as these template companies. And this is something that we've been selling ourselves as for the last 15 years, is you can get a custom website solution for the price of a crappy template. So anyway, give us a call, schedule a free consultation with my team if you want to talk about the options for converting your existing template website into a standalone custom solution that you own outright, and we'll get you set up for the future. Again, Stu Hill from CHEM.digital. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.